since I see this in the call form now, labels no nyesika because he pump a lot of revenue into the artists, recording, marketing, promotion, and all that stuff. It's no nyesika from the physical sales. But since our digitization by as almost sure mokaka. Into anybody see almost every label be at Asamoah 360 deal. 360 deal no means say job be no label no shake crap. Including performances, merchandise, bibiana or woman the label wants to so check a crap because you move it from the physical sale not to digital. It's a label no must ensure say or no subinya big crap. And now a lot of the artists cry say because they understand say baby do no. See, you can see depending on physical sales, label no worker. Because we invested so much into you, until you also must ensure say because label no to. Now what's the point? You are not being fair. Until here say you know label no enya now so enya. Now guess what? We share Empire and Sherif contract. You will be a friend of almost say channel management in the YouTube, essentially in the digital way. No, they will handle synchronization. Synchronization is the biggest revenue generation point when it comes to label artist relationship because then I think you license your works to video games, say NBA for mobile or
medical.
Exactly, the medical synchronization, a movie, you know, soundtrack, So if you are depriving the label from getting part of the synchronization, then you are actually being unwise. You are label, no one person will be dig a crap. And for me, I believe say in Chai, what I say.
They feel the need to do that. I need to know Ofaomichi. Obviously, there must have been some kind of a problem happening.
And they just on one or be chain being
to be anymore.
Into Bulldug, Ufili said near Sherif here no, it's right, and I say, and one no.
Okay, so I can't say whether it's right or wrong, but I'm going to tell you their side of the story that I know, because I met Sherif, I think, just before he blew up. Okay. I almost managed him, you know, because you're starting a Jumanu, like it's like a brother. It's called Rich Game. We're not starting a Juma Kakra. So I think at a point there was a meeting where he wanted me to come on board and help. You know, I think thereafter, and Chebiana Oblu. So Assembly Bar recently, they called me and told me their side of the story. And
which is the immediate management?
Yes.
Okay.
You know,
but Empire.
There be immediate management. No, not Chavez. No,
previous one.
The previous one, because he's a gold dealer, so he doesn't have time anymore. He says that he called me to try and help. But he needs for us to understand the situation really exactly. And would say Asamoah, they had a contract with Empire before the new management, the Snap people came in.
But that contract expired, and you see, what they all can end okay. So they had a contract with Empire before the new management came in, but that contract on a year, and now actually the new contract now, almost signed contract now August last year, and it says from the time I'm more pending almost signatures to the contract, now the new management team they take over. Actually, they make out so. Contracts not only Empire sign so sign another or a new contractor, you must go through the new management.
And they were in the process together. The new management wasn't cut out of the new signing. According to, even if you listen to the representative of the management, I think it's only Samine.
Yeah, no, what he said was
they were part of the process. It's just that they didn't like the amount.
Yeah,
involved.
but that's the essence of it.
No, they're being patrol.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Patrol me back. When you were speaking earlier, you said we're for Michi, and that's why
me back.
That's why Mama asked you whether why you find the need to do that. So let's try and paint the picture. But say they were part of the.
So right now the problem
essentially at this stage I was CCA. Okay. Bulldug said they were part of the process
until they weren't.
So he said no, of course. So essentially no more for Michi because. This is my management team or my business manager. In the contract, so may any third party negotiation be he must lead it or he must be very much aware. Okay, so when I got a contract from Empire, now the man said on ship. But this is what I've Makunya. Or she will not say we you understand? You are seeking counsel from your manager, the right thing to do. Now what Cheryl said contracts when MY artists and MY management. Not what for Nichi, no what sign. What does it mean?
Contract okay. 5 years and 3 years.
For the Empire, then I think say 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
yeah.
Okay,
no, because so funny, management, no, and the artists, they have a contract already.
Yes.
If the artist feels it's beneficial for them, so although funny, maybe they didn't agree, but he's also entitled to make his own decisions sometimes. And I remember but because sometimes there's a percentage that they work out. So whatever FSA and decision is taken, although of course you want to take your manager's opinion, but Ufanichi and as a sign a contract without notifying your manager, the terms of whatever agreement you have between you, the artist, and the manager still stands.
Yeah, but the point is,
mommy, me patch on me about. Are you trying to say Nia Sherif is right?
No, I'm not saying it's right, but then see, if it's right for him as an artist, and the manager is not in agreement, it doesn't mean the manager has to take precedent. What they're thinking is right. Yes, they should have just sat down and maybe come up with some kind of agreement, and then maybe I'm not wahako yet. But Wanya, it doesn't make him a bad person. Maybe he just felt say it was good for him. But whatever happens, the manager, he'll still make his money.
Yeah, but with the quality point. But you see, the point is, if initial contracts on the Berkshire management, Abiana, Sherif, team now we're supposed to get 50 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
And then with a Berkshire Boo is my manager. I say Boo, no Boo, I say 50 year based on investment I year, and based on your potential and what you stand to gain 50 nusa. Because mind you, Boo being a cut from that international deal, artists is only a cut. Now I tell you, it's a 50 nusa based on the Biana, and then what from me check or say 15 yeah, mommy. Exactly what have you done? No, but you see, me say you are not thinking about the label.
No,
you are thinking about yourself. Because so the best chairman, Michelle said, I deal with the at this particular
stage. But at this moment, Abua will be
anything is in contention.
Mommy, so what's the approach? How is the system like with management and artists? Like,
well, you have to build a very good rapport with your manager, whatever. I mean, I think that's vital. You have to. It's almost like your brother and sister, not a father and son or whatever. It's a relationship with you building. Not me say I've had the same manager for 25 years. It's about time I changed him because he's so old now that he still sees me as this person that I'm not anymore. Yeah. So it doesn't help my career. But I'm so loyal to him that it's very hard to move away when I really should. So when you build that saying a rapport with the manager and there's that healthy energy between the two of you now, then you can sit down and work out any details, whether good or bad. He's made some terrible decisions. Yeah. I mean, I remember writing some songs with people like Bruce Elliott Smith, who were huge. And the guy, because he trusted them, he didn't sign a contract with them. So I wrote the songs, and then when they sold it off, they decided to give me 10% when it was supposed to be a third.
Exactly.
You know, we're all supposed to have a third, but they only gave me 10%. But my manager made a bad deal. But I had to sit back and go, okay, it's happened. Fine, 10% is better than nothing. So if
based on the relationship, build it.
So if an artist makes that mistake, whether it's a mistake or it's a good thing for him or not, it can happen. It's so I don't think we have to sort of make it such I'm sure they can still come together. But even if you change management, there's still in the clause, there should be in the clause somewhere said the other manager gets a certain percentage up to a certain point. And I'm
exactly.
Yes.
Because of the investment.
Exactly. Is that like football?
Yes.
Once I say your transfer player be and plus you can correct me. And I said like that's not correct me about pitch. Say your transfer player from Kotoko to they can put in the contract say Abia guy and team no we need Champions League. Bonus.
Yeah.
So what's no. Some contracts are enshrined. So gentleman to me now we need Champions League. Minya bonus kakra. And as we onward transfer so I mean your percentage room. Yeah, it happens like that. People are some teams put it in the contract say so to me we need a certain trophy and I'll always be I stand to gain something.
Member A+. Pacho. Komana Edino.
I mean your friends like Fred Ephraim.
Okay.
A black Sherif.
Guy,
Fred
I think one of
the business handlers of Fremen. And Yakasa for over 30 minutes and he tried to explain. I didn't be who ya back. Once I said obema bi a wo ware a bo say mbema bi wo ha wo ware a bo say wo namfofo na wo ne omo tena abonten che like mo was some kind of agro bi a mudi mu pie no bo say wo ye hu ye omo hi o say no they say be America wow na if your boys be a no mudi boys agro ye kwotena ha ye kwotena pub but after wife ya twena aba say or person wife person putting on some also namfofo na dwa enti bo say akwa say Charlie madam de enti bo say happy and friend madam when dey people what you say enti what I have seen is Sherif before no be Sherif no was people be around him omuna omuboa no
amuye na danfofo ana
apart from omuno just adanfo but omuye namfofo they believed in him and they helped him
right
they were part of they saw the bigger picture
rise, yeah.
And you know they were with him trying to get him out there and now omudu point you needed the person who had the money so somebody brought the money so now what I see from Kwame Freddy and what I see is that there is this rift between this kind of buy and omo and boys now one hon so me use oba na okoware ni example no and you know ama almost feel say
the issue is
that's where the issue is and so almost feel say they have control over Sherif and the management like the investor and also to also pay a certain direction and you know I think that all of them oh no it's not about who why na idea but
you should say
we are say adia ba ko a memegidi ni say baby asika wono ento bebe ni ho what you say Asamoah kan what you say
baby sick
so we savings and loans dede na e wo ho no we rural bank abon say reduce we commercial bank be reduce we Bank of Ghana yen kasa sika wo ho
I go upstairs. Who
so anytime you are making money, so munya abotre na me make sikano, and this is a big product that omumi no omo. And so I think say they should look at the bigger picture. Obi ape Sherif say obeye ye. Sherif eye no ye kese a eboa omu two groups ni nyina. And so it is very important say omu beba together and find a common ground. At the same time I was say Fred no eye boys no more around Sherif no omu ti ase the difference between running something as boys and running something professionally. I appreciate everything that they have done and I think that Sherif needs them around him because
of course
yes. However, at this point, they should be able to put the business first. And then their friendship and everything that they have done second. And that is basically what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And I also to send Arnold kind, I don't think say obi edin sika be share adwuma mu a na say afi de bibi kese e ba na say mom involve no na mokoya it is not right.
Yeah.
Boys almost send me a message some producer it's not easy for people to invest their money in your business and so when people put their money in your business and it's after the scanner na wire kesi and you think that now you can make decisions on your own and these things it has gone a Bulldug artist manager our bread I'm sure that he has seen a lot of these. It's all of them the two groups obia empe the interest of Sherif say Sherif ye as we may count this just 30 seconds. Now Sherif ne what's the guy the other management
empire
so ohene hu be yehu a on e nipa na wo ohene ne ho omo no ma ohene hu yehu and for example wo kokuma se na also wo kohwe asante hene na wonya du hape na manhia wo gate no ago hwan ya me kwa kuma hwe asante hene se no hye dem ho no wo begu asante hene se yes na boys na wo no kura mo na hwe mu yedu and se mu pushi Sherif no yekesia na ko esa asante hene ansa no be hu asante hene wo be ko true bureaucracy be brave and obi ba mo animu a mu yedu o ti ase so they have to come together and create a big brand so that all of them will benefit from it.
Exactly. Akiana, remember also
okay, so as an artist meka no say artists are very emotional. Sometimes your decision is based on our emotions. ebia wunnim ne manager no so e de aye artist na ono so asori say oye no boys na oni omo really before o meet manager na kasa no ono abetimi a convince boys na say ono abetimi ne boys ne manager na album. He has that power to actually do that. But ebien so a omo nyina no from afar wo ne say nipa no wosika odigum odeboa Black Sherif but no so wo hono ebia sika no ho so you know cry like who say there's a big problem ebia investment is so no onye full investment no ebia ono so opesika wo baby e de become into no maybe otna say edwin bibia ho say okay wosika obeye say at the end of the day me so me say so I have a bigger say in this too and so I can also get up and then make any decision I want to make.
But what if there's contract involved? But we are sorry,
yeah, so and then now I can say, you see, in the contract, like I said earlier, say label or say management or so whoever it is, or responsibilities or artisans or responsibilities. Usually an artisan will responsibility say work or studio record and avail yourself for promotion and all that stuff. Who label no? Essentially, the one I saw we injected the capital. Now, saying say who share responsibility of the label now on fulfill almost nina who artists you have every right to sue exactly into the litany of examples here with contractual issues there are several examples artists no sue almost sue label no for not actually fulfilling the part of your deal. A lot of them, from Dr. Drill to Backstreet Boys to Prince, all of them. Could
that be one of the reasons?
Yeah. It is a who artists don't feel say based on the contract, like so was Xylophone saying, she can take action. She can make noise and pursue it in the court of law and sue. And then opt out of the contract.
The contract they have between the two of them, the old people and this guy, airtighter.
Yeah.
Then surely that's null and void. And if it's airtighter, then he can't sign in another contract without saying
That's the situation I won't see.
Okay.
But like A plus kind, I think say a bit all parties if they sit. Since I still need Juma.
Solution is
because I'm afraid, myself. This was the same thing. The Snap people wanted to do away with the guys around.
Sherif. The Snap one, they like,
and that's how
they usually do.
And that's why Sherif moved from the house.
Yeah, but I see almost mistaken they say. And this example I cited last week.
Yeah.
When you pick somebody like 50 Cent. And A plus say boys are more around them, more pushing out to a certain point, to the point where a certain label would want to come and see them. Now, when 50 Cent started here, or started with G Unit, or no, any the boys around him. Now, Eminem, who no spotting them, Eminem signing them, or call with G Unit to Slim Shady Records. Now, Eminem couldn't do it alone. He had to fall on somebody else, Dr. Dre. Now, Dr. Dre is a record label, Aftermath. Now, guess what? 50 Cent moved with G Unit onto Slim Shady, and the two labels moved onto Aftermath. Now, Dre himself also know now how did you start on to me. So you had to also go and see Nadam for Jimmy Ivan or Interscope. Guess what again? G Unit moved along with Slim Shady, Aftermath, and a label singing now called onto Interscope. So when you pick a project for 50 Cent, almost everybody is getting a share of the ecosystem. So that's like Omokano. I can say Road Boys Association, Sherif moved along and signed a deal with Snap. What I say? So when they're also going to sign the deal with Empire now every role player is being recognized along the line. Ideally, that's how it's supposed to be.
I would
so you don't leave anybody out.
Of something is better than 90% of nothing. So,
but so when artists more person will sign a contract out, what are the things that they look out for in the contract? Like,
I mean, usually, most of the contracts that we sign here in Ghana, sometimes a problem kakra. A template contracts. Baby. Now, we now want to go ahead, give the artist a week or two to go and find a legal brain to interpret. But when you are signing, but now I start to say any problems because the system out there is different from ours. What you say? I believe the contract is between two people. What you say? or 2 entities. So before you better append it signature or even write anything on paper, we need to agree verbally. So okay, ejuma we are you been for so long. U cut ni, then you put it in paper. Now I also believe that you cannot sit here, and it's my experience, you cannot sit here and envisage what's going to happen in the next 5 years. So signing a contract today and thinking say it will work for the next 5 years will be a mistake. A lot of things can come to play. So maybe and I believe that there's an opportunity to do that. If you have 2 legal brains and tell them that, listen, okay, we're about to start this. There's an initial investment. So I have a new artist, it's called Vanilla. Now, we need to do a lot of work before we can even get somewhere in. We'll be back and say, oh, yeah, mamu 10 CD and 20 CDs. Now, that investment, you know, the initial investment. So also, maybe my money to contract, say 5 years signing up. I have to invest like what? Into my 3rd year before it's a household name. Say we can go to 4 years or 5 years before it becomes a household name. Imagine say you do 50 years or so, or say contracts. You think he has been fair to me? No.
But say I feel say it's up to you. Say we'll make you sick. Say would you? I say me try say me drifty topic no, but I say be me influencer. Now we try me say me advert now for 1 month. Me duty near say me create content ma o brand no. Whether what turn yama or 1 turn yama no. Me Philistine me business.
But that's entirely different from artist management. Maybe who see we are influencer. It means what gather will weigh that. We brand that. You are a big brand already.
What build a brand?
Yes, we are a big brand that. Into a big power, those terms will work. You're signing a contract with virtually. Listen, do you know what I do anytime I'm signing somebody? I go onto Google and type their name. And nothing shows. So if I want to sign somebody called Kokurobite, or I give them a name called Red Carpet, I go and Google. Nothing comes up. It means they have nothing. There's no digital footprint. Nothing.
Zero.
Then we start work.
Actually, change the topic. I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Is it easier for you to manage a woman or a man?
For me, it's men, you know.
For Bulldug, he doesn't manage women.
No,
Say you
I can't.
chop them.
Because you have to stay with them.
No, it's not like I have to. It will happen.
It will happen.
Yeah.
Why? Because your mandingo doesn't stay in one place.
Who's Mandingo?
Your mandingo.
Sorry, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. I think
It's like what?
It's the bond
between you and the woman.
The bond you create between the two.
Yes.
Will make
So
you
does that mean
stop
you were
there.
looking to shag me then?
Charlie.
Tell the truth.
Oh yes, I was.
Oh really?
Yes.
Is that why it didn't work?
Yeah, that's why it didn't work.
I said A+. Why are you all of a sudden interested?
Yeah, that's why it didn't work. You
Okay.
know.
So you prefer men?
Madame Patrick said.
No, only that I prefer men like